In this video, I will demonstrate how to collect online payments using ActionFlow. This assumes that you've already worked with PaySimple to set up your account and that you've also already worked with your ActionFlow account administrator to make sure you're ready to collect payments. Once you're ready to collect payments, there will be two buttons that will show up in your job area: credit card payment and ACH payment. So we will pretend like we have created the quote for this job and we now have a dollar amount, and so I will complete the new estimate. We will say they've accepted the job order and it is now time to receive the deposit. One way you can collect that deposit is by clicking these two buttons. So if I click the credit card payment button, it will load up the payment form that's editable for you. You are able to edit these lines. So if you say we're going to do a 50% deposit, you can include a credit card fee or not. If I say there's a 0% credit card fee, it will show up like that. And then I will enter a fake credit card. Complete checkout. So it says we completed the payment. So if I go back into this job and refresh the history, we can now see the comment has changed. It says online payment authorized using credit card. And then it includes the previous comment. So there was a credit card and the payment was authorized. If this doesn't work, you'll get a failed payment notification, and we'll demonstrate that later. And over here we can see the payment that was made. So if I click done, this will, if you use QuickBooks, this will go ahead and fill in your QuickBooks payment export. The other way you could collect a payment, actually, I will point out that now this payment is recorded in ActionFlow. So the other way you could collect a deposit is by emailing your estimate. So we'll say this is a deposit request, and I've already demonstrated the 50%, so now we want a $1,000 deposit. We'll just use that as an example. So here is my deposit request, and if you would like to be able to include payment links in an email, you can set that up with your account administrator. So I'm going to click OK. So if you send out these payment links, this allows your customers to pay directly from this payment link. So for example, if I pay by credit card, now that payment is in here as $1,000, as we discussed earlier. It's a automatic 3% credit card fee. If you want to set up automatic credit card fees, we can do that. This can also be 0 or any value that you want. And then there's a payment total. So in this case, this payment form is not editable by, in this case, our test customer, Bob Smith. So if you send out the form in an email, they're unable to edit it, and then they can add their credit card information and complete checkout, or their ACH information. If you use the check, they will not see anything related to that credit card. So if you collect a check payment, it will just show that payment total, and it will not mention credit card fees at all. If you would like to send out a payment link that is not editable in your own email as opposed to sending it automatically in an ActionFlow email, there is the option to right-click on these payment buttons, and then it will either ask for the full amount due or a partial payment. So if I want my customer to pay the full amount on their balance, which may be for a final payment, I can click OK, and that payment link is automatically copied. And so now I can go into my email and paste that payment link. When your customer opens up that payment link, they will see a non-editable version of their of what you've asked them to pay. So in this case, this isn't a credit card. They can edit the customer and job information, but they can't edit their payment. And so in this case, you've asked them to pay their full balance, and we've set this up in this demo to automatically charge a 3% credit card fee. And so they cannot edit this amount. If you right-click and ask for a partial payment, you may ask for specific deposit. So you might ask for $1,000, or you might ask for 50%. If you do that, again, this link is going to be automatically copied, and you could go paste that directly into your email. And then when your customer opens up that link, they're going to see in this example, you've asked them to pay 50% of their remaining balance. And this is, in this example, this is an ACH payment, so there's no credit card fee. So this is an example of including a non-editable payment link in a non-ActionFlow email. The other question that will come up often is whether or not this credit card fee is included. If you, in your line items, want to include a credit card fee, you don't want that to show up in the payment form. And so the way to handle that situation is you will first check the credit card fee button that's either up here or that's in job details to say, I would like the credit card fee included in my line items and not in the form. So I can now go into my area list after I've checked the button. And when I calc and save and create drawing, it's going to automatically add this credit card fee back in. So now, when you click this button, the credit card fee has already been applied. Now, when I've collected my payment, the credit card fee has already been included. And so you don't have the option to edit it here. If you would like to have the option to edit it in this payment form, if you're collecting payments over the phone, then I will say I do not want a credit card fee. I will calc and save, it removes the credit card fee, and now when I click this button, it can be edited by you. There are a couple errors that your customers may see. One is that you need to have a name, first name, last name, and an email in every checkout form. So if you want an email to be sent, or if your customers want an email receipt, they need to include their email. If they don't have an email, they won't receive a receipt, but there needs to be at least an X. So even if there isn't a first name, last name, and email, you will need all three of those. If they don't do that, they're going to get a notification that says you must include a first name and email. The other issue that could occur is if there's something wrong with their payment. And when that happens, they will get a notification here. It says there's a problem with your payment. And also, you will get a notification that there was a failed online payment attempt. So you can see, if I right click on this comment, it says payment attempt using credit card for $1, but the action says failed online payment. And so both you and the customer will know that they attempted to pay and had an error.